Hello everybody and welcome to Airport Baggage Simulator. That's right, we're going to be working in the airport today. We're in baggage, so everything comes through here and then we can either ship it off to Terminal 2, put it in the Lost and Found if we can't find a place for it, or we've got our own gates for Atlanta and Frankfurt right here as well. So basically it's just grab off and put wherever you need to go. At the moment it's all done manually. Eventually you can automate this entire area. So if I just quickly come into the tablet here, come into the shop, we've got various different conveyor belts that we can use. Various different dispensers, distributors, all that kind of stuff to send the bags off in different ways, and various tools at our disposal to make the whole place automated. So that's kind of the end goal. This is only the demo, so I don't think we'll get that far with it, but we'll have a little sample of what is to come. But yeah, the whole idea is basically to automate the whole place in here, but at the moment we're doing it manually. I have done 3 days. I've actually done about 4 or 5 days, but I've restarted the game so I can show you what to do and everything, so I've just kind of learnt my way with it. I have got one wrong in my return playthrough because I was rushing through it. To get it wrong, basically you just got to put it in the wrong place. So that's just 1 out of 137. We do live at the airport, weirdly. This is my place here. I work 9 till 6 every single day. Not a single day off, but I live in here. I've got a bed and, yeah, not a lot else, really. A fridge, toilet, washing machine, and that's pretty much it. That's where I live. You're not allowed to leave. You're not allowed to go home. If you click go home, you cannot leave work. So we are trapped at the airport. It's like some weird horror game where we're going to be trapped at the airport. So we live in there and work all the time. In here, this is where you get deliveries from. The delivery driver here is from Every. You'll know what I mean as soon as he appears. If you're from the UK, that is. And this is Rolf. So if we get any dodgy bags, which we will get some later on, so we get a dodgy bag, we can either send it to the police and they can process it properly, or we can bring it to Rolf and he will dig through and find whatever is dodgy about it and give us a little bit of side cash. So he can only do a couple at a time, otherwise it gets suspicious. So you can't like rinse Rolf. You can't just keep coming in here and getting loads of cash. But he will be here for you to earn a bit of side cash. He only works, I think this is the days of the week, basically, in these markings. So he doesn't work Mondays, but Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays is what he works. Otherwise, obviously, you can't use him. You do get a joke of the day every single day.
Why can't a leopard hide? He's always spotted.
But that's kind of the level of the jokes we're going to get each day, but we'll hear one or two, I'm sure, in this video. Right, so what I'm going to do, it says by the police exit, but I'm not going to do that. Now, you might be thinking, well, why aren't you going to do that? That's because I've already played through a little bit, and I happen to know that this next thing will be more beneficial than going straight into that. So if I buy this sorter, which has cost us quite a bit of money. That's the only way to get, you see at the top of the, next to terminal level 2, I've got a spanner or a wrench and a tree. The only way to gain those points is to put items through the sorter. Now the sorter takes forever to sort, so that's why I've done it now. So if you come over here though, this is my Every delivery guy. You'll see exactly what I mean if you're from the UK. I'm sure other delivery people around the world are very similar. He doesn't just give you his parcel. This is a very valuable parcel. What are you doing? Why are you tossing it like that? It's now broken, it's ruined, it was probably a Christmas present, you don't care. Just tossing it around. So yeah, he's a terrible delivery driver. Now the reason I bought this, if I just get it out, so what you can do with this, you don't have to put it in initially into your conveyor belt. Obviously, eventually, you're just going to run that straight in. So I'll probably put it in here somewhere, for example. The bags will run through it. And yeah, then they'll either come out lost and found. It works out what's lost and found. Or if it's not lost and found, it'll just come out in the green. Now, the reason I bought it now is it takes, and I thought it was broken at first. It takes 60 seconds to process each bag, which is quite a long time. I thought it was broken. I honestly thought, oh, this isn't working. So it took forever for me to work it out. But you put the bag in, 60 seconds later, it'll pop out each way. That's the only way to earn spanner points or wrench points. And when you get the sniffer dog, when we get the police bit, we'll get a sniffer dog. He also takes a very long time, and the only way to upgrade him is to spend your spanner points. So that's why I've got that now, just to speed things up later on, because I can spend the beginning of this video kind of showing you just the initial part of doing this while we earn a few points on the side. That's why I've done it that way. So You can kind of see here, these need to be done by 2 p.m. and when Atlanta turns up, they'll have a time as well. You always beat it, to be honest with you. It's not really that difficult. This is going to Jeddah. So all of the markings are on each screen, so you know exactly where to go. After you've been playing for a few minutes, you kind of get to know them anyway. There are different bag types. So you do unlock these ones on like day 2, and then there's just some regular suitcase looking ones. That's it for now. The larger suitcases and things like that will come at a later date. They're not in the demo. But the bigger the bag, the more money you earn, basically. I'm getting some XP as well. I'm getting a little multiplier on that because there is a skill tree in this game. If I just press R quickly. I've spent skill points. So I've got Eager Learner straight away because that gives us 20% extra points. I got Business Scaling, so that gives us more income. And I also got Innovation because that gives us more points in the upgrade tree. So this bag you see is already pre-marked, so it's already got a green Atlanta on it, so I know this is going straight over here. I don't need to scan that, that's fine. But these ones do need scanning, but I'm going to put one in the machine to earn some points. So yeah, anything that's already marked you don't need to scan, including when we start going through checking bags for if they've got anything bad in them. If they've already been scanned, somebody else has already checked that. So don't need to worry about those. Quite a good one. We didn't need to do much ourselves there, but this is still, as you can see, this is still coming through. So this takes far too long. Now you can upgrade every single machine. So we can upgrade this machine. You need $100 plus 1 point. So I'm going to immediately spend this point, and then that'll drop it to 30 seconds for each subsequent one. So I'm immediately going to do that, although we do need, of course, $100. And finally it comes out the other side. And you look how small of a point you actually earn for that. I think that is a bit too slow. Particularly for a demo. Like, I wasn't even sure it was working when I first tried it. I thought, well, is this even doing anything? It just takes far too long. I think it needs to be quicker from the start. In the full game, fair enough, I guess. But in a demo where you're trying to show off a game, it's not great that that takes a minute. And it's not obvious immediately, unless you saw that little bar, which I just happened to do at some point when I was going through it the first time. I didn't know it was doing anything or not, because it just sparks from the top to make it seem like it's broken. Right, Barcelona, the back. Yeah, make sure we have got Barcelona. Right, where's this one going? Frankfurt. Frankfurt again. So you can buy more tables, but obviously that costs more money, so I've left that for now. So the system I have in place over here is basically just throw the Frankfurt bags just here and throw the Atlanta ones on the table or just there or something, and then you're never going to get them wrong. And then scan them afterwards. So just grab them from here and take them to places and then just scan them. You'll get things right pretty often then. I need to put another bag through there in a second. Right, here comes a bag. I'm going to put this one straight through there. It'll be working its way through. This one is going to New Delhi. So you get varying amounts of bags come through at any one time. Sometimes it's... Well, I've had like 8 or 9 come through. And then sometimes it's a bit like this where you just get a handful through. And not a lot else. Now, I could have actually sent that Frankfurt one there. He needed 2 there. So the other one's still in here. You can send him, he will come back. It kind of triggers a few more bags to come through as well, I think. Right, Mexico, in you go. Atlanta, I can go just there. Atlanta. Frankfurt. Don't go there. I think that's Canada, isn't it? Don't go to Frankfurt. And Frankfurt, there we go. So we can do this one. That's got us another point there. We don't go here, so that can go straight into the lost and found. I've now got $100, so I'm going to do this machine while it's a quiet moment, because that takes far too long. That can now be scanned. Put in there. Scan all of these. Now this scanner has, I think I read it's got about a 4 meter. It's never the easiest thing to sort of guess in a game what 4 meters is, but it's got about a 4 meter radius, so you're pretty good actually. You can get quite far with it. Right, Atlanta, that's both of those. Technically, this guy only wants 3 bags, because we were 1 short on our last one, but I'm going to give him all of them and see what happens, because I'm not actually sure if we give him 1 extra. I mean, it's still going to Frankfurt. It's still fine. I think that's more just a thing of for you to go, oh, have I got enough bags or something, if 1 is missing. But it doesn't seem to penalise you if you send it in the next delivery. Right, Atlanta can go just there. I think that's Bangkok, isn't it? Atlanta ready labeled. So as you go through time, you can get upgrades. I don't think we go here either, do we? No, we don't. You can get upgrades that will mean more of them come through pre-scanned. So then it's just the case of obviously taking them to the right spot. I think it's promotions actually that do that. So the more you get promoted, the more they come through pre-scanned. Right, Frankfurt. Can that go? I think that can go, can't it? It says 2 of 3. Oh, there's another one here. Toss that around. Just like real baggage in the airport. Now let's send that away. Alright, what I'm going to do with these ones is I'm going to feed these through the machine. Just some more points. You can only do, you can only do 1 at a time. It's quite annoying. Frankfurt, but since they're lost and found, they're fine, aren't they? Really, we can just deal with the ones that aren't. Let's go to Singapore. We'll leave that one here as well. Chuck that through there. Frankfurt. Frankfurt. Atlanta. That one's going straight through here. We'll toss that one through. Atlanta. Go down there. Right, I think that one's come through, hasn't it? So we already knew that anyway, but at the moment, this machine, I don't think this machine is really... You have to do it because the game kind of wants you to do it. And you do need it for the points for the dog. Otherwise, the game just ends up being too slow. Like, waiting for the dog to sniff a bag, honestly. You go through, like, 10 bags in the entire day. It's ridiculous. It takes forever over it. So he needs improving straight away, and this is the only way of doing it. Otherwise, I wouldn't get this machine early in the game because you can easily see the amount of bags we're getting. You can see if it matches anywhere on Terminal 2 or anywhere that you've got over here. So it just seems unnecessary for it to feed through a machine at this point. Obviously, when you're getting 50, 60 bags a minute coming through, or whatever you might get in later in the game, then obviously, yes, you will need it. But I don't think it's overly necessary at this stage. It's the only way to get points there. Got $111. So we need 175 to get the police open. As soon as we get the police, we'll actually get a little injection of cash, which would be quite nice. Because we can get a couple of the dodgy bags sent through to the guy next door. He'll give us quite a bit of cash for them. Atlanta. Atlanta. That one's done. Come over here. Let's put that one through. Frankfurt. I'd be tempted to upgrade that machine again when we can, but I do know I'm going to need those upgrade points for the dog. Jeddah. Let's feed Jeddah through as well. Right, can you go? I think you can go. Off you go. Can you go as well? You can. Send them through. That's coming over here to Amsterdam. Can go through the machine. Go in there. Right. Some more bags. After this round, we should... I don't think we go here. Let's speed that one in there as well. After this round, we should be able to afford the upgrade. That's all done. Off you go. Go in the machine. For lost and found. You can go in there. We're just waiting for that one bag to come through. We can now do the extension, although I've got a couple more bags coming through. Just sort them first. Frankfurt, Barcelona. Frankfurt ready labelled. We've now got 5 points out of there. That's good news. So let's get the police thing sorted. So let's go to build, police exit. Take down a wall for us. This one needs scanning. And coming over here. This was lost and found. Do that. Got another skill point to spend. We'll do that in a moment. Dispose of some trash first. I think I'll go financial. Could get more XP, but we get a reasonable amount of XP anyway. So we could get rid of that. Put some of these packs before they go off the other way. JFK. Straight in. Atlanta can go just there. Atlanta can go just... I don't actually know what happens if they go round, whether they come back again. If they just go round like you would expect them to in real life. Whether they just come back round again, I don't know. I've never ever let one get all the way through. Probably test it really, but... I'm constantly after the XP and cash. Atlanta, and then 2 Frankfurts. Right, so we need to achieve the promotion. You do so by paying $50. Could you imagine if that was a real thing? Like, you go to work and you want to be promoted. You just give them $50 and you get promoted. Right, but we can do that, so then we can start doing illegal substances then. So now we've done that. Let's go and get the delivery. I don't think we'll get any more come through, so we're going to be at the end of the day and we're at the delivery. So bearing in mind there is a dog in this package. Look how heavy-handed he is. Once again, there is an animal in this package. And he doesn't care. He's just like, not my problem. There you go. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Right, we should start earning some good money now. Now, ooh, we have got some more bags. Put the dog down there. Hopefully he's got some holes in. He'll be able to breathe. All right, Frankfurt. Right again. Is that going Barcelona? Frankfurt. Atlanta. And finally, Atlanta. But we'll get the dog out at the end. I don't think these will count as if they've got anything in. Oh, I hope they don't. To be honest, I don't know now. They shouldn't count because we've not technically unpacked the dog, so it shouldn't. Were all those Atlanta? I feel like I got too many in there now, but I think we missed one, didn't we? ATL was scanned valid, but is invalid. Did I put one in wrong there, or is that the... I probably put a Frankfurt in, I don't know. But it could be because of the dog. Let's unpack the dog, so at the end of the day anyway. So if I unpack the dog... Now, eventually... So he just stays there at the moment. Eventually, when we upgrade him, he can then go on the... He'll have his own conveyor belt, so it's much, much faster. But I don't know. I must have miscalculated. I must have done one of the Atlantas there. I must have put one of the Frankfurts in. Anyway, baggage can contain illegal substances. Place a piece of baggage in front of the dog to watch his reaction. So this is how this works at the moment. He comes and gives it a sniff. But you see how slow this is? I mean, it's not crazy slow, but it's slow enough. And you have to wait for every... Because you have to now scan every single bag. You can't not scan a bag. You have to scan every bag. And it does slow you up quite a bit. So this is why I've gone with the method of getting those upgrade points ready so I can upgrade him immediately. So he's given us one so far. Let's see if he gives us another one. Come on, give me two. I was hoping for two. Did I scan that? I don't think I scanned that, did I? I think that's probably what I did with the Atlanta one, isn't it? I just tossed it in without scanning it. Or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, so we've done that. So we can now, with this, we can either go over there with that and just put it on the thing and that goes to the police. They give you a bit of money, but they don't give you as much as Rolf. So if we come around here and give it to him, he'll go through the bag and find out what's inside, and he'll give us a little bit of pay for the privilege. Eventually. You can upgrade him as well, so he has upgrades too. So if we come here, he can upgrade his speed, risk, so he can do more. At the moment, he can only do 2 per day. So obviously, the more you upgrade him, the more he can do, the more money you'll make. Quality, so presumably, yeah, look at that. So you can earn up to 885 per piece. That's crazy. I mean, we can earn up to 720 if we get lucky. Workaholic, so he works more days, and licensed to dig, which means we don't need to bring them in here. So he'll put a hole here, and I can just put them on a conveyor straight through to him rather than bring them around. Let's grab some cash. It's only $20, but it's something. We have a couple of emails to read and a skill point to spend. So, new equipment. That's the dog. Tax-free cash, which is what we've just done. And industry, because we've already got the machine. And that just tells you that you need to use it to get points. And basically what it's for. Right, let's spend a skill point. Where do we want this skill point, I wonder? I'm tempted to go business scaling. Each level increases the income per baggage by 5%. I think that's quite good to get income because the game keeps getting us to buy things. So the more money we have, the better. Obviously, experience is handy because you can level up faster. Work efficiency. Each level increases income per piece of baggage by $1. Is that better than 5%? I don't know if that is better than 5%. It's the 5%. So that happens every single time. It goes up by 5%. Overall, long term, that would be better, isn't it? I think we'll go with that again. I think that's better long term. Perfect. You're ready for the first big milestone. We need to get to level 5 to do so. Right. So I'm going to upgrade the dog while we're closed because I want him. We need $250 plus 5 and then automate the detection of illegal substances by using a conveyor belt with the dog. That's what we want to do, but I need to get to 250, so we'll have to open up again the next day, won't we? So let's go to bed. I've got to do a few more before we can do that.
I'm so good at sleeping that I
the
can
joke.
do it with my eyes closed.
I'm so good at sleeping that I could do it with my eyes closed. Wow, what a joke. All right, let's do a bit of cleaning. This will get us some good XP. It's interesting, you have to always go and pick that up from over there. But to get rid of it, all you have to do is right-click, and then it just disappears. Alright, we doing... Oh, there's one over there. It added one. Right. So if I just right-click, that just goes back and puts itself away. So I don't know why it's not kind of on like a hotkey or something. I don't know. Right, I think we might as well just get started, hadn't we, really? You can start and pause your shift at any time. So if you're halfway through the day or something and you just want to stop the bags while you put in some machinery or put in a conveyor belt or whatever you want to do without just like waiting to the end of the day, if you just come and press pause, you might get one more cycle of bags through if it's already begun, but then it will stop and the clock stops as well. Right, so that's going to Jeddah. I'm going to put it through here to earn some more points just in case. Jeddah. I don't think we go here. We don't. Right, sniff this. This is the problem with the dog currently, because he has to sniff everything, unless it's already been scanned. Right, it doesn't take too long, but it's long enough to end up with a bit of a backlog. Because we're not that far away. Sometimes the next sort of stuff already starts coming through. Frankfurt. Is that a sniff? Oh, come on. Find something illegal. I want some more money. Oh, come on. So when he barks like that, it's fine. We need him to go with a proper woof. When he goes with a proper woof, it's illegal. Jeddah, and that's lost. Don't need that. Alright, got some more bags coming through. JFK. Sniff. See what I mean? So now we're getting quite a few bags like this. By the time he's finished doing them, we might already... Atlanta one can go straight through at least. By the time he's finished sniffing. JFK. Next bags are already coming through. Sniff that one, please. Sniff that one, please. Sniff that one, please. Right, this one's going over here. Amsterdam. On its way. Send Frankfurt as well. Right, so we're at 229. So the next round of bags that come through should be enough to tip us over the edge to upgrade the dog. Now, I don't know if he, to be honest with you, I've not tried it yet. I don't know if he just pops in with his own conveyor belt or if we have to buy him one. I'm not sure. Presumably, he just turns into a, he's got like a little perch or something that he can sit on around here, but we'll find out. Sniff. Come on, be illegal. Be illegal. Ooh, it's illegal. Right, that's going the other way. Now, the one thing I don't know for sure, if you have to scan, if you're just taking it next door to the to Rolf to get some extra cash, I don't know if you need to scan this or not, but it's worth doing anyway. So if it's illegal, you have to scan it with the red one. It's worth doing anyway because you get the XP, even if it is just going next door. But I'm not 100% whether you need to or not. All right, give that a sniff, please. Give these a scan. Frankfurt. 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 And finally, that one a sniff. Right, Singapore, we don't go there. Right, let's take this one through here and hope it's got good cash. This is where the hole in the wall would be handy. If there's a hole in the wall there, we'd get quite a bit from him. Now, I think we've got some more stuff coming through here, so I need to... Should we just come back and see what we get later? I'm a bit nervous of the bags coming through here. Right, Atlanta, give it a sniff. Oh, we can upgrade him now. Just get these bags off. That one's fine. Give that one a sniff while you're doing that. Let's go and get our cash. How much we got? $20. Come on. Where's the big ticket items? How was that? That was fine, wasn't it? Right, do we go here? Where is this going? I don't think we go here. Nope, this is a wrong item. More bags are coming. We definitely need to upgrade the dog. I might pause it in a second, because this is what happens. This is what I was meaning. You don't. He doesn't seem that slow, but he's slow enough that if you get another order come through, ooh, he's barked. Barked for Atlanta. Have I seen Rolf once today or twice? I don't know. I think it's just once, isn't it? I think we could go see him again. Honestly, can't remember. Right, we'll upgrade him. Let's pause. Pause the shift. So we can carry on what we're doing. But now we won't get any more bags and the clock has stopped. So we can carry on and just get these dealt with. And then we can upgrade the dog in peace without having to rush. So get all of those on there. That one's a Frankfurt, isn't it? That's not an Atlanta. All right, this is going A and B. Do we go? I don't think we go there either, do we? Was that AMS? That's AMS, isn't it? Amsterdam. Reddit is A and B. Sometimes I wish it was a bit... It's usually fine, but you occasionally do misread. You can zoom in, but... what was this? This was Singapore, and this one was Frankfurt, which for some reason... Why is the Frankfurt bag just there? Don't know what happened with that. Did we have that for ages or something? Just kicked it out of the way. We don't go there. Come on, ticket. There we go. I go there. I'm going to take the Atlanta one next door. I don't know if I've done two or not. We'll see what he says. Sure, I've only done one today. Yeah, he's doing it. All right, and this was an OK Frankfurt. All right, send him in. How's it going? Anything good? Ooh. Well, he's got a syringe and $75 plus 150 XP as well. Pretty good. Probably ought to start sending the odd one to the police. They'll get suspicious, won't they? If we don't send any to them, they'll be like, whoa, that's weird. Why haven't you had anything? Right. Conveyor belt time. Perfect. He's got his own conveyor. So he should be much faster now. So we need to rearrange. I can start using this machine as a input thing, because we probably need to upgrade some of the other stuff at some point as well, so we could start using that. So take that away. This is where the whole game comes in, really. So this is what most of the game is going to be about in future, is doing this sort of thing. So if we flip him round and put him immediately just there, so you can give everything a sniff. Now, what I could do is then put this machine there, but it does take a while. It takes 30 seconds for stuff to pass through, doesn't it? But we wouldn't be far away from an upgrade. So I could do that next. So it could go into this. So input, so it can come from the dog after it's been sniffed. And if it's fine, it can come out here. If it's not fine, then it can go over to lost and found. Now, I don't have enough conveyors on me to... say it's given us a couple extra here, actually. Like storage or something, but we don't need that right now. So if we put the lost and found there, I don't know about what this is. So if it goes back round, but I mean, if it just does this, they're just going to fall on the floor anyway and never go back round, aren't they? Surely that's better. So we'll just leave it like that, maybe? And then if it's okay, it can come... They only flow one way. Oh, that's annoying. Hoping they could flow both ways. We don't really need to do that, do we? We could just leave these out the way or something for now. Until we get some more conveyors. I assume this will work. Don't actually know. If it's not connected to this, I don't know. Maybe it won't work. But we'll find out. So he is... We can pet him. I think he's on. I don't know what these buttons are for. I can't really do anything. We can refill his bowl. Keep him motivated. Shall we see what happens? Curious. We should get some bags coming through, hopefully, unless you have to connect it up. Nope, baggage are coming in. So that's kind of pointless then, isn't it? Right, this one's already been scanned, so he doesn't need to do anything with this. I can just... But they both have been scanned. If I can just take these, he doesn't actually need to do anything. Oops. I think he's... Has he done it anyway, or is he... No, it's not quite reached him. Why have these all been... So these have all been scanned. How... You know how rare that is? To get 3 scanned in a row. Alright, so now he's scanning them. And then they're going in here. So this is how you're going to automate things. So eventually, I don't know if you can get a scanner, but eventually, obviously, you would have this conveyor. If you can get it scanned as well, like if you can upgrade this machine to scan or get... At the moment, you can't. But if you could get this to scan, or if you can buy a scanner, possibly you can. Dispenser spits out luggage where there is space. I'm not really sure. Don't really know what it means by that, to be honest. Sort of substances, sort of airport, sort of tag type scanner. So maybe the scanner here, maybe they do it for you, so you just have them running straight into scanners and not have to do anything. Right, that is Frankfurt, but it is illegal. We've already used him twice today, that is for sure. So this is going to go to the police. Yeah, this is slowing us down. I need to upgrade this machine. But once it's had another pass-through, or 2... Nope, that one. That should be fine. Atlanta? Was that already pre-scanned? Looked like it. You don't need to do that, really, but... Might as well send these guys on their way, to be honest. Off you go. It'll be a while, you might as well. Have we got any more pre-scanned? Doesn't look like it. Right, let's upgrade this machine. Upgrade... Oh no, the next upgrade is 5? 5 spanners? This is going to take a while. We might not get this done before the end of the video. But you get the idea. And this is only the demo, so there's no point like going crazy to town with it. But you get the idea. Eventually, we will be able to fully automate that. So the dog gets everything coming in. That separates it to lost and found. So they go over there, straight in there through a scanner. Straight out, earns us money by doing absolutely nothing, and the rest of them would come into here, and then they could be diverted. So if it's scanned and it goes yellow, it goes that way. Scanned and it goes green, it goes that way. Simple as that. Until we can upgrade that machine, we've slowed our progress down quite a bit, haven't we? There's now not that much for me to do with this machine running. I'd rather run it, though. Because it is handy to get the points, but it is going to slow us right down today. Let's go into Atlanta. Clearly, the driver has driven to Atlanta. Where is he? Is he on lunch break or something? Finally. Right, that one's gone badly. You know what? I'm going to take this. We know what it is. I'm going to take it anyway. I'm not going to bother putting that one through the machine. He's already sniffed it. We know it's illegal. He's got another one as well. Where is this one going? Barcelona? That one's bad. We'll take this one. I could do with upgrading the guy next door, couldn't we? So we could get more from this. How much did the police give us? Let's just put this one through. So it's bad. Let's see what our money goes to. $8. So the police only give you $8. I think it costs $50 to upgrade the guy next door. That is such a worthwhile upgrade because he's, well, what's minimum he's given us is 25 or something? 20, 25? You soon make your money back. Go and upgrade him, actually. Unless he requires points. I think he just financial. Oh, he needs points as well. These innovation points are really annoying. When we get the next skill point, I don't want to waste them on him. When we get the next skill point, I need to, I think, here, isn't it? Technician, increase, I think this one. Each level increases upgrade points earned by 25%. We need that desperately. Because you get these pretty slowly. And they are very necessary. That can go to Frankfurt. That can go to Atlanta. Hey, what? We might end up failing today. I'd be very surprised if we get all of these bags done by the end of the day. We're going to be sat down there somewhere. Look at them all crashing into each other. Might be worth just taking a few off his hands here. He sniffed them. I don't think we go here, do we? No, we don't. I think it's worth taking some away from the machine. It's going to Atlanta. Leave it there for now. That's Atlanta, but it's bad. It's Frankfurt and okay. It's Atlanta and fine. It's not Atlanta though, that's Atlanta. He's not here again. Where is he? I bet he drives the long way around. He's one of those, isn't he? He goes off and sees an opportunity. You know what? If I turn right here, it takes me an extra 3 minutes to get back. Just wastes his day driving around. Right, where's this going? I don't think we go here. There's lost and found. Something happened to this bag, I think. I think the bags have kind of got stuck here. I think there's too many of them in there now. This is fine because we can take this straight through. We'll take this one off your hands. Let's go to Atlanta. Load these in. One on the floor is coming here. Well, the machine had broken then. This is going over here. Frankfurt. The wrong thing. You can go, and you can go, but hurry up this time. Right, we've got an hour left. That's an illegal one. We'll take that. Alright, it's close to being able to level this machine up. Because we really need to do that. Just to clear through the backlog somewhat. But that's going to Atlanta. Eventually, when he comes back. Skill points. Right, I know exactly where we're spending this. Innovation. 25% upgrade points. Right, that's illegal. We'll take that with us. Right, this machine can now be upgraded. So it will now take 15 seconds, which is much, much better. All right, Frankfurt, that's fine. We're here now. So we're just going to load all these. I don't know how many bags we've got. We must have about 50 bags down there. Guaranteed. That's coming this way. It's lost and found. I tell you what, he keeps yapping like sometimes these bags are crashing into him, doesn't he? I don't know if he keeps getting hit in the face by them. Let's check his food bowl as well. See if he's alright. Oh, he's okay for food. Atlanta. That got a ticket on it? It has. So one of the things what we'd do with a scanner, or maybe a bit of a longer conveyor belt, if I wasn't just doing this as like a first look as a demo, a longer conveyor belt so we can catch more of the ones that are already pre-labeled. So we'll be able to see them come through more. There wasn't really much point doing that in this sort of one-off video, but in future I think have a longer thing, even if it just came to here, because I'd be able to see more of them in the line. I'd be able to pick out the ones that like this that have already been scanned, and we can just bring these over here anyway, rather than waiting. So I'm probably missing quite a few because I just can't see them. They're in there. So we'll take this one. As he's found something more in there. That's illegal. Now we've got the. Now we've got a point, and I've got. Well, I haven't got $50, but I will have. I think. Is it $50? It is $50. Let's leave that bag there. We'll get a bit of extra cash at the end. Right, that's going to Frankfurt. That is not coming this way. We'll throw this one away. Get some, just that last bit of cash so I can afford the guy next door. Send that on its way. Upgrade this guy. Risk, so now we can do 3. So then hopefully that's full of something good. I'll come back in a second and see how much that is. Oh, we've got here Atlanta. We scanned. Atlanta, but illegal. Is this it? This is it. We've done well. We're through it. So yeah, but you can see how you would. I already know from what we've just done there. I can already see improvements to that and what we would need to make that better. So that's kind of what this game is eventually. So you start off obviously doing everything by hand, and you'll automate it to work perfectly. So basically you wouldn't have to touch anything. That's kind of like the goal, is that you eventually not really have to do anything. You just sort of press go at the beginning of the day. All the bags sort themselves out. They all find their way through to gates or illegal substances or Terminal 2 or the Lost and Found or through the wall there to our friend for a bit of extra cash. And it all happens automatically. And that's kind of where you would try and get to. So we're Terminal Level 3. We haven't leveled up much today, have we? We're Terminal Level 3. So I don't know what it would be to become the next promotion. What do we need here? All we need to do is get to level 5, but we haven't really leveled up. I don't know how far through that level we are. This is just our personal level. I don't know what's needed for that. But once we have done that, which we've done everything else for, you earn $11 per piece of baggage. You must also check the airline name and logo, so it gets slightly more difficult. That would be the last thing that you could do in the demo anyway. Then you get to Journeyman, where there's another challenge, so you would then have to start checking the weight of everything. And then after that, you'd have to start looking for weapons. Obviously, we're starting to earn really good money now. And then you would have to check passenger numbers as well, and then a blacklist. And obviously, eventually, I assume you unlock pieces of equipment as well. so that all of these things can be done automatically later as well. I don't think he's coming back. We've got 2 pieces of baggage here that need to go, and he's not coming back. So, yeah. Well, you've had a very good day. Thank you very much. Once we got his conveyor belt sorted, he was really good. How much cash have you got for me? $30. So he's nearly paid for himself already. Yeah, that's pretty good. Right, how have I done overall? So we've got 3 things wrong, 270 correct and 3 things wrong. That's not too bad. That's pretty good going. I'll take that. I don't know where this guy is. I don't know if he's going to come back or not. So I'm guessing that's kind of it. So I'm going to leave the video here because unfortunately the driver for the Atlanta flights is not very good and he keeps getting lost. Or yeah, he's probably sat in the car park somewhere just doing nothing. Yeah, I quite like this. I did quite like it. It was quite fun. So you can move that. Can you move that as well? Does that light up? That's weird. Gives the impression that you could move that, but I don't think you can. Yeah, I quite like this. I like what potential you could do here, and I like the idea of, you know, getting all of this hooked up and making it work and making it as streamlined and as quickly going as possible. I really like that. So, yeah. Thumbs up from me so far. I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. If you have enjoyed this video, make sure you leave it a like. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you for another video very soon.